Hi there. I want to talk to you about why you should read my new book, Sustainable Life, The New Success, and why you should hire me as a sustainability consultant, whether you're in China or Europe or in America, or by you because I am a sustainability coach. Now, Peggy Liu, who is the founder of the U.S.-China collaboration on clean energy, which is called Juicy of all things, says, and I quote here, that the conspicuous consumption epitomized by the American success story cannot be followed by China, or the planet will be stripped bare of all the natural resources to make all that the Chinese consumers would like to consume. True and sobering. So just know a few of these trends in China alone. China's middle class right now is 300 million, almost the size of America. And in a dozen years, it's expected to reach 800 million. And this is a consuming class that takes resources. Also know that between now and 2020, the Chinese government plans to build 225 brand new cities, each with a minimum population of 1 million each. It's even projected that the great city of Shanghai will in 7 years probably not have enough water, clean water, drinkable water, for that extraordinary city on earth. But I do believe this, that the Chinese way of success, I really believe this, could be revolutionary because it could be a sustainable way of success. And to do that, we have to break the tie between the rising income growth and expectations of material prosperity with the rising resource consumption, because we don't have enough resources. And Liu and her team have been seeking to develop what she calls sustainable habits in the emergent Chinese consuming class by redefining personal prosperity. And I'm one with that. And now this means not necessarily owning better products and services, but also by sharing them so that everyone gets a piece of a better pie and that everybody wins. But this is only one aspect of the new sustainable way. In any event, she goes on to say that the government, the Chinese government, must have a plan to steer consumer behavior towards a sustainable path, but it does not yet. And Thomas Friedman, who is a great writer and author of The World is Flat, has said recently that Americans and Europeans also need to rethink how to sustain rising middle classes with rising incomes. Otherwise, he says, the convergence of warming, consuming, and crowding will mean we will grow ourselves to death. Grow ourselves to death. Yes, that is the warning. So the purpose of my work is to meet this kind of challenge, to connect our expanding expectations of prosperity with a more sustainable lifestyle and a new set of sustainable values, whether it's in China, America, or wherever. So my new book, Sustainable Life, The New Success, actually redefines success as sustainability. That's what it means to be successful, to be sustainable. And it's impossible to have a sustainable world that will survive without changing everybody's, people's, you and me, our expectations and behaviors about how to live. And this is what my new book and my work seek to do, to grow ourselves with a new set of skills that I call the sustainabilities. And these are skills and abilities which can help us create a new lifestyle, a sustainable lifestyle that is healthy, that is balanced, and that is whole. So the purpose of my work is to not talk about the quantity of life, of more and more, but about the quality of life. And it's not so much about consumption, it's about creativity and creation as a new value. It's about valuing your legacy for the future, ongoing generations, as much as it is for this short-term gratification. It's about ultimately living not only in harmony with everybody else here, but living in harmony with nature. Nature is the mentor, nature is the map, the teacher, the motivator for how to live life sustainably on Earth. Nature has done this for 4 billion years. Nature knows how to sustain. So we need to look for nature for inspiration and for insight. And that's what I've done in my book and also in my green wisdom cards, nature cards, called Sustain Yourself, to help us remind who we are as nature and to reconnect with the great wisdom of nature. And ultimately, for you and me, it's about personal self-sustainability, which is about our ability to restore ourselves, recharge ourselves, renew ourselves, regenerate ourselves, rejuvenate ourselves, because in today's changing world, it ain't easy. It's hard. It's difficult to sustain and keep on, and we live longer and longer. It's a big, big challenge. And that's what the sustainability kind of work that I do helps us do, to sustain ourselves and to sustain the planet. And you can't have one without the other. We are all in this together. All countries are in this together. You and me as individuals are in this together with our environment, with resources, with society. So I hope you can see the wisdom of this message, and I hope you can see your way to hiring me as a keynote speaker or as a consultant or as a sustainability trainer. Thank you so much for your attention, for listening and watching.